Wednesday night with those guys and Wednesday night with those guys are sponsored by those
guys.
So what's up? What's up, everyone? It is Wednesday, the middle of the week. Hump day.
Hump day. Yes. Yes, it is. What's up, man?
Middle of the week. Yeah, I'm hanging in there. I've just been working, plugging away with my paperwork and stuff like that. You know, now that the football season is over, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things here, and probably get out there and do some flying when the weather is good and not like today. Hey, JC's flying. What's good, man?
What's good? Let's say what's up. Let's say what's up to everybody in there. JC Flying, SJM, John Olson, Charles Hatmaker, who else? Wayne B, Fly Guy Merrill, Flyby Guy, Steven, Jody's there. I said JSK maybe, and SJM Drones.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? How are you?
What's going on, everyone?
Hold on, I gotta put my keyboard cushion.
What? Your what? Yeah, you need that.
My keyboard cushion.
You're gonna need that because you got that thing.
See, now this is a lot more comfortable. That's better. See, you didn't hear a thing.
Yeah.
That's a lot better.
You really need that when you type. Because you got the
What's up, man? How was your week so far?
I said I was telling you I'm good. I've been doing a lot of paperwork and stuff like that, getting back into my stuff here. And I hope to get out and get some flying in and get some videos done. And actually, you know, I was really working on something that I need to finish. That what the hell is that on my screen? That that they're working on, you know, with some filters and stuff like that. So I got a little project I'm working on.
Okay. Well, I today am happy. I've been working on this for 2 days. I got the DJI 03 unit in it. My only problem is the camera's back too far, but I'm hoping with this metal frame on here, I can crop in at 4K at 120, which would mean I'll still, hey, Aerial Landscape, still have decent video footage. That's the main purpose of it. I want to protect that camera. At $230 a fucking rig, you don't want to smash. I've seen dudes already on YouTube and Facebook smash cameras because the camera is too close to the front. My shit is way back here and in an Armaton frame. The camera's here and the frame stretches all the way out to there, which means I will see some of the framing, this metal here, but I don't care. I'll be able to crop it out.
Have you looked at it yet to see if that is the case?
Yeah. It takes off. If I can actually crop it to 4:3, it's in wide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not a problem. Thank you much. What's good, Aerial Landscape? How are you? Good.
In flight or?
In flight. In flight on the edges, I'll see that little, those bars on the end, but that's okay. As long as I don't make any sudden turns to the left or right.
Well, that's always been the capability of the drone. The only other issue is, you know, with that, the problem with flying a drone beyond visual line of sight is a situational awareness.
No, John, I don't want to hacksaw it off. It's a metal. This is an Armaton frame, Herman. Right. They guarantee their frames for lifetime.
I got that. I understand that. But don't listen to John. John's a little
I know. He's just
half-baked.
Oh, that's what it is. It's damn that rap music, so always so angry. That's what it is. But I'm glad I got the Air 3 unit going, with some help from Joshua Bardwell.
Oh, he came by and helped you out?
No, well, he did. He was on my screen via YouTube. You might as well say he did come by.
No,
He
but
showed exactly what to do. But anyway, what's up, man? I'm
no, I
doing good.
actually been checking out some things there.
Good morning, feet on the ground. What's up, Rob and Sue
Hey,
in
Rob, what's
Australia?
going on? I was checking out a few things on what was going on
Steve.
over at CES, and I saw when Panasonic launched the new Lumix uh, the S5 Mark II, and
Okay.
they have another version coming out later on that year that it's got a few other things that make it a little bit more funkier.
Okay. Okay. Maybe some
But
accessories.
no, the camera's actually going to be able to what do you call it? It's going to have ProRes in the camera, so for an entry level camera, but they call it an entry level full frame camera because that's their lowest price full frame camera is the S5.
Yes.
So yeah, they're adding a few other features to the newer model coming out. But yeah, it's pretty much it. The whole thing was the whole autofocus. Was the main feature on the camera that they improved the autofocus.
Okay. Which is a good thing, always.
All of your old lenses and everything is all the same. The camera is pretty much the same. It just has a new sensor in the camera, and you're gonna have it's got a fan built in on the head as opposed to in the back behind the screen, in the body behind the screen. It's in the
Okay.
camera, so it doesn't blow the air.
That's interesting. Um,
You
don't
know,
mind me. I
so it's
just had
got
an epiphany. I had just had an epiphany in something that I was working on.
so like with Lumix cameras, they're more geared towards no, they're hybrids, but they're like and they're more geared towards video. So you got
Yeah.
continuous shooting in 4K, with these cameras. It's not, that's the thing about them, and they don't really run hot.
That's interesting. You can still hear me, correct?
Yeah, just don't mess with.
Okay, good.
I don't know if they can hear you.
Can you guys hear me in the
Not
chat
messing
still?
with.
Put a one if you can still hear me, please. I'm messing with some things when I shouldn't be, but I
Yeah,
just had an epiphany
I don't
and
know why. Yeah,
why I'm messing with it
put one
now.
in the chat if you can still hear him.
Yeah. Oh, you put a one, but hold on. Monitor only,
They can hear
feed
you.
output.
They can hear you.
Okay. All right, cool. I
Okay.
just changed the setting
John
in
Scott
here.
can't hear you, so he's good.
All right, thank you. I'm sorry. I went squirrel. I'm having this audio problem and something just said, "Hey, how come you didn't do that?" And I
Mhm,
tried it. It didn't work.
mhm. You know what it is? Um, Panasonic. I don't know. They got some stuff with them. It's just like Samsung.
Just don't buy their stereos.
It's just like Samsung. Whenever I go down to Samsung, I
Yeah.
hate that place. So I start walking around, and I want that kitchen so bad.
Yeah, and you see, right. You got the refrigerator, you can watch TV, surf the internet,
Yeah, it
everything
even
on
tells you
your
when
refrigerator
you need
screen,
new milk.
on your refrigerator door. Yeah, yeah. And then they have not Samsung, another company I saw the other day. They have, you know how you sit at the bar? You have like a bar in between rooms. Well, the tabletop of the bar was a screen.
Mm-hmm.
You could sit there and read and be on the internet. A kid could play a video game there while they're sitting
No,
there at the
no, you
bar eating.
can't.
Yeah.
No, you
No,
can't. You know how much that thing
not
must
on my
cost?
shit, right? Not on my shit. Go back and play in your room.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I got you. He said, no, he can't.
No, you can't.
Anyway, you guys, please click the like button if you haven't already.
Not on the countertop that I purchased.
I got you. I understand totally.
Matter of fact, no one eats here either.
But that's what it's for. I know.
Not if there's a screen in it.
Oh, it's protected. It's protected.
No,
Trust me.
Screen, no, I'm good. No.
No.
No. Let me explain something. I remember, how old was I? 17?
Okay.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. My mistake. 14. You get your first summer job and all that stuff like that. I was working over at the hospital. And they had a guy working in the print shop. I happened to replace the guy in the print shop after this. They have a machine in the print shop, or they had a machine in the print shop at the hospital that slices paper.
Right.
This machine is designed, and they call it idiot proof. You cannot bring the blade down to slice the paper unless you put both hands on the handle and close them at the same time. You cannot close one and then close the other and expect the blade to come down. You can't push one somewhat up there and grab the other one with the other hand and pull them together because the blade's not coming down.
Right.
But
okay.
somehow the kid they had working there before me
figured it out.
The fuck up. And they had to rush him up to the emergency room.
Almost cut his arms off. Cut himself up, right? That's sad.
So when you say it's protected,
yeah,
somehow, some way,
a kid or someone
kids always find a way to break
how to get milk on the screen.
Yes. Yes.
You're reading the paper and all of a sudden milk's leaking across the bottom of the screen as you're reading.
Oh, no. No one's going to say anything. You're going to turn it on tomorrow morning.
That milk's going to be from earlier in the day.
You're going to go to turn it on the next day to watch the news in the morning before you leave. It's gonna...
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
The bad guy's going to tell you is because somebody dropped some sticky stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Consistent with the consistency of chewed Fruit Loops.
Nah, I'm good. Nope, we don't buy stuff like that.
I hear you.
Now, if you got to eat there. That's like the I think it was LG has the headboard with the screen in it, or not the headboard, it's the footboard at the base of the bed. The screen
that rises up, that the trans.
Right,
you were telling me.
You can see the wall on the other side through it, but once the picture's up, you can actually see it without, worrying about looking at the wall.
Looking at it, right.
Or the dresser behind it.
I've seen a few footboards like that.
That wasn't this year, CES, that was another time. But I mean, I saw a few things that I was really interested mainly because I heard about them launching the camera. That's why I wanted to check that out, and that's really what I was really interested in, other than the drone stuff that was going on over at CES. Hey, Draymond, what's up? Night Train, what's good?
Hey,
bro?
Night Train, what's good? Hey, Draymond, how are you, sir? Hope all is well.
There was some things, Lawrence, that I wanted to mention from I was supposed to mention it last week, and I forgot to because. Wow, where you going?
Just 2 seconds. Keep going.
You just 2 seconds. That's where you're going to just 2 seconds. Anyway, I was supposed to mention it last week, and it came to me. Well, I found it a little too late to make any sense out of it, so I just wanted to bring it up because I saw it. It came up again, in the news. Excuse me, but in what was that? There was an what do they call it? The FCC law blog, and this is funny. Broadband breakfast. I checked that out a couple of times. Broadband breakfast. Yeah, that's the name of it.
Okay.
I saw it come up again this week, but the FCC has issued an NPRM, a notice for proposed rulemaking.
Right.
It explains that what they basically want to do is to open up the 5 gigahertz band to drones.
Right.
Other proposals include exploring the 5G as a drone platform, the 5G network as a drone platform.
Yeah. Yeah. The
It's
entire
basically kind
5G
of like
spectrum.
summarized, but yeah, basically, and and to basically explore the boundaries of cellular band for drone applications. Because the whole thing is that they want licensed spectrums, radio spectrums, because they're saying that right now that basically to just make it easy, say a layman's term, what we use right now is kind of weak and cheesy.
Right. But for those of you who don't know what a spectrum license is, it's permission given by the government agencies such as the the FCC, to an entity that gives the entity exclusive rights to use a frequency band for a particular application. For
Exactly.
example, for example, aircraft are only tuned to a certain frequency.
Right,
They
but
want
they
all
value.
UAS to be that way.
Well, what they actually saying is this. Right now, we're using what they call a weak uh, communication. We have weak communication rules, and these. You see how they're always talking. We mentioned here a lot about having commercial drones flying in the air and cargo drones and stuff like that. And we also talked about how they don't have clear internet everywhere, because that's what the whole issue was when guys are complaining with the remote ID. So
Yeah.
basically, what they're trying to do, they're talking about exploring the 5G network because of the height of the range, and it's it's a broader band than what we're actually
What
using.
everybody's using.
Right.
It's
And
and it's, well,
cellular would be even a more steady connection if they can get it everywhere. You see what I'm saying to you?
true, which you cannot do though yet.
So, well, this is why all of these things are in to come. And when I saw this article and I was reading it, I'm like, well, this is a little strange. And I went to the link for the FCC, and it's a mouthful and a half of words. And this didn't just start. This has been going on quite some time. And we all know about, was it T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T got their hands
Mhm.
in the bid for what's to go with the low
Hey,
altitude
Gary.
uh
Right.
you know stuff that's going on with this new with these UTMs that they want to introduce later on. So I thought that was a little interesting, because I know I was listening to, and a lot of people discredit the man, and they kind of make it seem like he's crazy, and it's funny sometimes, but he's passionate about it. And Bruce, X Jet,
Yeah.
this is kind of right around the area where he was talking, and them being able to put that together. And what happened?
No, I was waving to Gary. in the chat. I was just, like that.
Oh,
Sorry, it looked like a oh, never mind.
okay.
But you know what? It's actually good because the frequency that they want to dedicate to UAS
Uh-huh.
vehicles is
Okay.
the 5 megahertz band, which is the
Mhm.
50 5030 frequency to 5091 megahertz.
Right.
And but they want to dedicate specific parts in that 5 megahertz to say for air cargo or air taxi. And
I
so
understand
if
that.
I understood right, they claim that this will be a much secure way
Mm-hmm.
of everyone flying, including us drone users too, because they'll have to strengthen our frequencies to keep from
Right, because you
getting
can't.
interference.
Right, because you can't do for Charlie without giving you. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't do for one without doing for the other.
So as they make these plans to dedicate that 5 gigahertz frequency
Hey,
to
what is it now?
UAS, it's UASC for
Mhm,
cargo, and it's UAS for us drone hobbyists.
mhm.
So imagine right now we're operating about 5.4, I think it is, in that spectrum.
Somewhere in that line. But
If
what I'm
if I'm
saying
correct,
is,
we're somewhere around the 5.4 area. But the
I'm
point I'm
I'm
making is
I'm
if they
kind of
huh?
I'm kind of interested in how that's going to play out
Well, you
because
have a
our
story later
drones,
on that
our,
answers that.
our drones right now, right? Those, if you can actually see because you don't see it, but if the screen doesn't even show it, you lose signal off and on while you're flying your drone.
And have no idea how many times it happens.
Right. And it happens so fast that you don't realize it. And the
Hmm.
drones have gotten better with their antennas to
Yeah.
compensate for this, you know, on the same frequencies that we already use.
Right.
But I'm curious to see how long this is going to roll out. It's a, you know, proposal for rulemaking, and nobody asked me. Uh,
Yeah, right.
I
You would,
thought,
well,
I mean, hey,
you could go to one of their meetings and go ooh 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 like that, and
did you read the thing that I showed you? That's I couldn't even bother. It's a lot
it is a lot,
for a
and it was
lawyer to sit
confusing,
down
but
and read.
the gist that I understand of the rulemaking of unmanned aircraft systems in a licensed spectrum has to
I'm
do with the
talking
fact
about
that,
their.
oh,
If you go to their website and look up everything that they have
oh no,
on,
it's too much shit.
they must have like hundreds of people sit down and write this.
Hold on. I'm gonna put the link, the notice of proposal. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. There's one, two, three, four, five, six. In fact, is the sharing on?
Should be.
Yeah.
Jim's droning. What's going on?
Right here. Jim's
Johnny
droning.
Jones
It
Flyer.
says
What's going on, man?
there's the FCC proposal to modernize data breach rules, FCC rulemaking for licensed spectrum for unmanned aircraft use. That's us. And what they're saying is they want to put us on one part of the 5 gigahertz spectrum and lock it down and make it more secure so our aircraft isn't interfered by it and their aircraft isn't interfered with. So if you guys want to take a look at this, I'll make a copy. I'll copy this real quick and you guys can look at it yourself. There's a lot of reading. It's straight from the FCC. I used to be an old ham radio guy, and that's still a lot of reading, dude. Seriously, Johnny Drone Flyer, how are you? That's the link right there from the FCC. It shows all of the documents, proposals for.
If you go to, if you want to bring it up on your computer, you can go to each one of those things separately
That's what I'm doing, getting ready to do right now
and find
because
the whole section is terrible.
yes. Now, um, Here's the one that applies to us. FCC rulemaking on licensed spectrum for unmanned aircraft
The whole
use.
thing pertains.
And once you click on that, it was released January 4th, which was, hey, that was my brother's birthday. And the tags are 5 gigahertz spectrum, unmanned aerial systems, etc. It says the FCC proposes rules to enable wireless communications for unmanned aircraft systems use in the 5030 to 5091 megahertz band, and seeks comment on whether measures are necessary to facilitate such on a flexible use wireless networks. So if it's going to be in the air, it's going to be on some type of frequency that's dedicated specifically for it. Us as unmanned hobbyists.
And I know everyone says, sorry, not to cut you. I know everyone says, oh, well, we already have that dedicated to RC, but it's weak. The signal is weak. It's not.
Right.
It's not secure like what they want. They want something more rock solid.
Oh shit! I just downloaded the whole document. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to open it.
That's going to fill up your computer.
Yo, I'm shutting it down now. But you guys get the gist of it. Basically, they're saying at some time and point, no matter what, your UAS aircraft is going to be have to be on a certain frequency to keep from being interfered with by other eVTOLs and other aircraft. But they also talk about, Herman, if I'm correct, and correct me if I'm right, if I'm wrong, they also talking about a license that some may need to be able to contact air traffic control.
Well,
that's one part of the story too.
That's on radio. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. You remember that from taking your Part 107.
Right, but for eVTOL pilots,
right, they would have to, yes, because they would have to have the radio.
Okay. I did.
Pilot Jose has the radio.
Hey, Ray Kelly.
Pilot Jose has the radio. Remember the radio that he has?
Yeah. Yeah, he can actually talk to pilots up in planes. Well, he's a pilot, but yeah, it's a special radio. And I think it's a Part 135 license, that certificate that you would need to qualify to talk to air traffic control and stuff like that. Evening, Ray Kelly.
Yeah, that's if you're carrying cargo.
Just leave the toy drones be. Come on. Steve and drones, don't worry about it, dude. By the time they put all of this shit through, we'll be flying drones from our watches.
Yep, while you're laying in bed.
Right? Hey, I want to go get a beyond visual line of sight flight of the beach 3 miles down. And you'll be able to do it from your watch or while you're watching TV and get footage too.
Because you'll never be able to change your situational awareness with them cameras.
That's true.
Until we can get that view, you can forget about it.
No, you don't just get the radio. Jody says.
Talking about just getting the radio, Lawrence. Your boy is back at it. DJI's marketing and promotions team, DealsDrone, he's back with another one of his calendars.
Oh, you mean like this calendar?
Yeah, everybody's seen the calendar. He popped up on Twitter.
This calendar here?
Yeah, that
and
calendar.
For those of you who don't know what the hell is going on, these are the months of the year 2023. Yeah. And it is January right now, and the RS3 is out.
Yeah, so this is his calendar. He claims this is what's coming out, but his calendar predicts what, 4 new drones this year?
Yes, and we talked about this, Herman, and you didn't seem to think that they would, but a DJI Air 3. I have the Air 2S, and I love my Air 2S.
I did tell you it was going to be out this year, but what quarter is that? This
is in the 5th month. This is
the May. Air 3, right? I'm looking here.
Yes, right here.
That's May, right? So
yes, it is.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And
Who knows?
This is true because they've been promising us this Inspire 3 right here. And if
I
you notice,
I
it's
don't
highlighted specifically.
right because
That,
that's what he wants. But
right.
my thing is, I don't. I'm from the people that I know. I don't hear anyone hollering and screaming for an Inspire. Do they need one? Maybe. I would like to see what they're going to do with it.
right.
I noticed that DJI has been finding a way to cut back on the prices on stuff.
And give you more, which
Yeah,
is very
just
rare.
a wee bit more now. Just a wee bit
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
because sometimes you got to pay for it for the little bit more in the
And a
long run.
new, and now next month,
Now,
February, go ahead.
yeah, I mean, I'm interested in seeing what happens, but that's in March. What's coming up sooner than that? Or you took it down already?
Oh, in March, in next
You
month are
still
the
got
new
next
goggles and
month,
the
right?
motion controller.
Right. The
Hold on, I'll
motion
pull it back up.
and the Googles, right?
The goggles and the motion controller are coming back up.
So yeah, that's that.
Hold on, right here.
We saw that last year, and everyone thought that was going to be the first.
Right. That was their teaser too. Going at the end of the year, going out, everyone saw this motion controller too, and these
Right.
new goggles.
Right.
And,
Everybody saw that, but who
and
knew?
you know what's funny about it? They even leaked pictures of it with the little touch panel. So instead of all of that, remember? And the DJI went psych.
But now you say May, right? Is what the calendar says. I think
May, it
that could
says
be about right. It might be off a month or so. I'm not gonna say yeah or nay, but I'm curious to see what it's gonna come out
what the
with.
features will have.
I think that it's probably going to be another Air 2S. Maybe you're gonna get, well, the only thing you can do now here with this is
Add side sensors
um
for flying sideways.
No, I don't think you need to. I don't
No?
think you need to. No, you can do the same type of sensors that you have on your Mavic 3. And what you can also do with this drone now is put an aperture control on it. And
Now see, that would be hot.
you increase
Put
the
an aperture
battery
control
time.
on an Air 2S.
You change the airframe slightly. And I've just created a whole new drone without spending any more money. And you're going to pay for
People
it.
are going to soak it up. But
no, seriously, what I just spoke to you on, right? What I just spoke on is cannibalizing what I've already put out.
Yeah.
And creating this drone, and I didn't spend any money with the technology that I
already got the drone.
That I already have, that's proven. All I got to do is increase that battery time. I'll give you the same features that is in the Air 2S, just that I'll give you an aperture control. Right. And I've changed that drone completely for you now. Because that drone didn't have one sensor. It didn't have that battery time. It didn't have aperture control.
This is true.
I can what? Give you vertical shooting on this one?
That
you want
would
it on
be,
this one?
on a larger drone. That would be, that would be a hot idea.
Bingo.
That would be a really good idea.
Bing bong, drone sold.
Yeah, you're right. They give you vertical shooting on something the size of an Air 2S that can handle a lot better.
There you go.
But listen, I kept this
That's
up for
just to create the talk. Should I sell my Mini 3 and get and?
But hold on, Herman. I wanted to keep this up actually for a long time because I want to hear later on other live streams what's coming out this year, because this is a rough sketch.
Everybody's seen this.
Yeah,
I'm quite sure.
But is everyone going to talk about it?
The one that I'm curious about is the new Mavic
3S. The 3S.
Yes, and the reason why I say that, and I'm just that
would be a 6 drone.
That was just thrown out there. But what would be in it? You know what I mean? Would they improve the active track? Would they improve? What would they improve? The drone is already crazy as it is. What would they improve on that?
They don't have an RTK unit
would,
yet.
Well, they don't need it for that because they
Yeah,
have
I know, but
they have a enterprise version. What would they do? Give you true 120 in the camera?
that would be nice.
What's
You're saying 4K? You're saying 4K at 120?
Yeah, instead of it being a slow-mo feature.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
What else could they do? I don't know. What could
Well, the
they
first half of the year they're going
do?
to be busy, according to this.
What could they do? I don't know if they can they, well, every time I say they can't, they may not be able to, they do it. Put a 1-inch sensor in the in there.
I said they might do that with the Air 2S
or drop that whole
3.
S thing there completely and give you guys what you love to hear the most, as put a Pro on that, and that would make everybody lose their mind that paid for the other one. $3,000, and they come out with this. Shut up.
Yep. Hey, Chin Dynasty.
And everybody would sell the farm to get it.
Yeah, think about it, John Olson. A battery that gives you an hour. Right now we're at 51 minutes. Well, right now we're at 51 minutes. I think the closest they will get to an hour will be 50. Will be 58. I mean 54, something like that. What does the Mavic 3 get?
Like 41.
41? Okay, so the next jump should be to about 53, 54 minutes. They're not, like you said, I agree with you. They're not going to push it to a complete hour.
I'm not selling you a drone that you're going to buy one battery.
True. That's true. The Mavic 3S, yeah. Ray Kelly agrees, says the Mavic 3S sounds interesting. Yes, a Pro. You're right, Herman. Crypto Man,
see, I
how
told
are
you
you,
that's
man?
what
Sorry,
guys want to hear. They want to see a box that says Pro on it.
Someone says 2 times 4 optical zoom with 160 millimeter lens.
Right.
Maybe a bigger chip. There isn't much more they can do.
Lawrence, there are guys right now at home that bought the Mavic 3 when it first came out.
Yeah.
That they love it, but they're pissed that shit don't say Pro on it.
Yeah. Yeah. And they come out with a Mavic that says Pro on it. People are gonna lose their fucking mind. You're right. They're gonna lose their mind, Herman. People are, yeah.
I've just noticed that guys like to see that word Pro. Yeah, I'm here. Why? What happened?
What the hell was that?
What?
Hold on a second, guys.
But you spill your drink.
You're still there, Herman?
Yes.
Everything just went black. The TV, the lights, everything just went off for like 2 seconds, and then.
Is it on now?
Yeah, everything's on now. You
guys can still see and hear Lawrence, right?
They never lost me. I don't know what the hell happened there. But
okay, so anyhow.
Hey, Crypto Man says, gotta have the Pro. Gotta have the Pro. I see it now.
Says that Pro thing.
I see it now. Herman, here's the perfect skit for those married men that just brought the Mavic 3 and know their wife is pissed with them. I know I told you it was the last drone.
No. I told you this one was the one this is the one I was waiting for.
Right. This is the Mavic 3, but that's the one I want.
You brought the wrong one. I gotta get the right one.
Just get a Sharpie and write Pro on it. I'm with you, Gary. I'm gonna just put the 3S on the 3 on my shit. Cross out the 2 and put the 3.
You crazy? I'm getting the Cine labels sent to me. I'm gonna put it right on the side.
All I can say is we have a few things to look forward to this year. I'm gonna put the list up one more time. Pull out your cell phones, take a picture of it.
The list. Go to Twitter. DealsDrone. Take it out.
Yeah, on DealsDrone at Twitter. But this Air 3, this 3S,
Lars,
and that Inspire, the only ones I'm concerned about.
Okay. No more pockets and all of those stuff.
That I have a Pocket 2. I'm not going to Pocket 9. Look at this. DJI Osmo Mobile 7. They know what they do. Osmo Mobile 7 in November, December. October is the 10th one.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Take that down. I got to think about the Osmo Mobile. Guys, stop buying Osmo Mobiles. Unless they're going to fit in your shirt pocket, it doesn't make any sense. The Osmo, the mobile gets better as your phone improves. Not the gimbal itself. They're gonna put all kind of magnetic holders on this thing now. It's still about the phone that's on it.
Right. Hey, Tony, what's good, man?
Get a better phone. Your old mobile, your Osmo Mobile will work.
No Avata 2, no Avata 2 coming up this year, Tony, unfortunately.
No, that just came out.
Yeah, that just came out. They're gonna run with that for a while.
Anyway.
They got the extended
No
battery.
new one yet, Tony. No.
Hey,
but,
Bill, coast to coast, what's good,
you
man?
know what, Lawrence? Yesterday something came out though, right?
Yeah.
The RS3 Mini.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what are we looking at? A lightweight, compact, pro level, somewhat of a gimbal. I was
somewhat of a gimbal. Hell.
Yeah, I'm going to say somewhat of a gimbal. I'm not going to say it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, but I do like it. And the reason why I like it
is shot this whole video here in New York, of course.
Yeah, right around here in certain places, some places, and downtown by the promenade and over by the
Brooklyn Bridge Park.
The bridge in the park, right there where we actually had the helicopter issue.
yes.
Yeah, but you know, yeah. what I like about it, and what she's saying about it is it's less than 2 pounds, Lawrence. Actually, it's what is they saying? 795 grams. That's actually 1.75 pounds in its
so a pound and a half, basically.
And yeah, well, a little over in the portrait mode. And the attachment for the what do you call it? It's 850 grams or 1.8 pounds in the horizontal mode. You know, I'm really kind of liking this. This is
which is this mode that it's in now. Horizontal mode.
That mini this RC was RC.
His vertical.
The RS3 Mini that they're showing here in this video is half the weight of the RS3, which is interesting. Now it has a Arca Swiss dual layered quick release plate. That's the little thing that the camera actually sits on. It has Bluetooth shooting, shutter control for faster shooting. Remember, I told you that it has to be connected. I didn't mention it, but I was telling you about it. It has to be connected with your app, with the app.
Yes.
App. So and you can also control the zoom on this thing with the front dial. With the front dial piece. It's on the other side here of this right here. You can't see it really on this one. It's underneath here, the front dial piece. But that'll control the zoom, you know, without the usage of the control cable, because with this one and like the Pro one, they have a whole setup for the focus wheel. That one, you don't need it. It's not meant for those type of cameras and setup. This is made for someone who's on the go, a guy doing like videos, or even if you were doing like wedding shoots, this would be good for you too, to be able to get up and close and stuff like that. We don't have to, because you're not building out a rig in that situation.
Right.
You know? And you know, what else is going on with this thing? You got, what is it? The maximum payload that was tested is 4.4 pounds or 2 kilograms, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, Bill, coast to coast Bluetooth, so you could be connected to your phone.
Yes. So we're talking about third generation RS stabilization in this thing.
Okay.
So this is big because they have this used to be the smallest one they had.
Right. I was going to ask you about that one there,
And
because
that one is underneath this one, as far as the with the newer one that came out, the 3, it's underneath the smaller one. This is the C2. This was the one that came out before the the RS3. You understand what I'm saying? So you have the
yes,
RS3 and the RS3 Pro.
yes.
Well,
Well,
instead of doing the C3, they did this thing where they came out with a smaller version to the other 2 bigger ones.
okay,
Okay,
that's understandable.
right. So we got, I said vertical. You got shooting in vertical mode with this thing, right? Just
Yeah,
with the flip of the vertical switch, you know, quick release plate, and you slide the camera on, and it's good. You're good to go with this thing. You know,
right.
you got what is it, a 1.4-inch color touch screen, which is slightly smaller than the 1.8 that's found in the other 2 versions of it. This one didn't have it. Well, it has a screen, but it's not touchscreen. It's got the wheel, and you got the joysticky thingy. Everything
Okay.
that this one is a little, some might say, simpler version of the larger ones.
Yeah.
It has also with your attachments, so you can actually put the handle. I don't know if you can see the handle here, but you can actually put this handle on that other on that other one, so you can use it like they call it the briefcase handle. Yeah, that's about what you can put it down. It can't be built out with like the monitor, and also get the handles to be able to build out the whole thing. That's not meant. That's meant for the guy who's holding the camera out here in front of him and is talking, or wants to be able to shoot somebody that's in quick on the go stuff, not having to hold this thing forever, because trying to hold that and hold it out here and talk, you'll be like this eventually. And
Yeah. 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 I agree. I agree.
That's the get your hands on and be able to shoot with. The other 2, the RS3 and the Pro, those are for you to be able to build out and do professional shoots. I'm not saying that this can't be used professionally, and I really think it can. It's just
Right.
made for your smaller mirrorless cameras. I don't believe it would be able to handle this camera with any other lens, maybe than this one, if it still had the battery grip on the camera. See, with this one, I can balance this one here with the battery grip.
Yeah.
And I should take it off. Normally I would take it off, but I'll just put it together so you can see how it actually looks on the
Okay.
on the what do you call it, the gimbal. But what I saw, what comes in the box, well, actually, what really was a big thing, not but what was a big thing with this for me, not only was it lightweight,
Right.
but you still, for one that doesn't change the batteries, to get the same kind of, comparable time out of it. You can shoot 10 hours with this thing. So,
Damn.
you're not
That's
going to
pretty
have it
good.
on. Yeah, you're not going to have it on continuously,
Of course not.
but it will be, you'll turn it on, shoot, turn it off, shoot, and for 10 hours, you're shooting all damn day. That's pretty good.
Pretty much. That's a usual shoot anyway.
Right.
10 to 12 hours.
And what this thing, like I said, I shouldn't say this thing, this gimbal, what you don't get with it is like, it's more similar to this, like it's in between it. because I have to unlock each lock on this. On the 3, once you power it up, it unlocks everything.
Okay.
That one you have to break it down and everything like that. You have to unlock the locks and break it down, and it doesn't fold as nice. It also doesn't have this plate here that the camera sits on the quick release plate.
Right.
But this plate slides back
Full
and forth,
blick.
balancing for you to be able to put larger cameras or cameras or bigger lenses and stuff on it to be able to balance them. That doesn't have it. So it sits directly on this piece here. This crossbar, that plate sits directly on there, and that's how it sits. Because when you go now to sit it for vertical shooting, the way it's designed, this piece comes right off and it slides onto here. From the you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This railing on the other side here is where it goes.
Yeah, Cool Bic says that vertical move is that's what's up.
Right. That's what makes it so nice. You know, those features right there, that and the fact that it's much lighter than this. Yeah, that's a selling point and a half for you guys running around with mirrorless cameras and want to do vlogging, doing YouTube videos and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes. And Happy New Year,
hours,
brethren.
10 hours and 2.5 hours to charge. Yeah, come on.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, for 10 hours of shooting, come on.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
What comes in the box? Well, you get one gimbal, right? You get 140 centimeters or 15.7-inch USB-C charging cable. You get 130 centimeter or 11.8-inch USB-C L-shaped camera connection, camera control cable. I guess that's a universal cable. I don't know. You got, well, yeah, I guess it is because they have one for the that's in the box with the what's that, the the other thing that you need to make the gimbal follow you around. But here, the Raven Eye. Yep. You got also in this box, you got an RS mini quick release plate, the one I was telling you about.
Yeah.
You got the quick release plate. You have the tripod, the mini tripod, and a screw kit. So that's what comes in the in that box.
I was just looking through this for you guys that don't know who that was. Keep going. That was Drone DJ. He got his hands on one. If you want to check out his video, there you go. Okay. What did Herman win hanging in the cool like bender behind him? A medal from the school team?
Who?
They're saying, what did you win that's behind?
These are from the South.
Oh, those are the meetups. Those are the meetup
Rhode Island
lanyards. Right. Rhode Island, South Florida drone meetup. Yeah. Those are the lanyards. I have mine over here somewhere.
So if you're interested in any of these gimbals, that mini, the RS3 mini, comes in at $369. And
really?
And the RS3 is $549, and the RS3 Pro is $869. So you do the math. If you don't need that bigger gimbal that you have to build out, you could even save from paying the $500 and something and just get one that's going to be able to give you the extra handle in the back so you can put it down low for shooting down low, that little briefcase handle. And you put your camera on it. And if you got a camera that has a
lot easier to do than with a
pocket, you don't need anything else. And and you're getting better shooting than an Osmo Pocket.
Yeah. I mean, you could do the same thing with an Osmo Pocket, but you can't see the damn screen.
Once again, even these gimbals get better with the better camera you put on it.
Yeah. I could imagine. I could only imagine. Good luck to you, Warren, in the morning. Hope all is well when you get to the doctor.
Oh,
No news is good news. But we have some other things to talk about.
yes, we do. You know what we did do? We got to
What?
get, we got a break from the sponsors. For the sponsors.
All right, if you insist.
Yeah, because every Wednesday night the sponsors have to get their word in. So
This is true. I took off my earpiece too.
with that being said, Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those
Those guys.
guys.
Salute.
Ah,
It works. Cool Vic says it works great with my Nikon Z7 Mark II.
I
Oh,
bet it do.
see.
I bet it do.
That's why. You mean to tell me Cool Vic sitting there licking his lips?
No, he out there. What is it? I wouldn't say name dropping, but because it's a camera.
Okay.
But he out here. How could I say?
It do sound like an Iron Man suit, though.
What?
You're like Jarvis, Nikon Z7 Mark II. The suit come flying in and wrap around you.
Get it, man. Get it. You'll like it.
Yeah, listen. You get it? I'd like to see it, seriously. Any excuse for an adult beverage, gentlemen. Hey, Jeff Norman, the fact that you recognize that, let me know. You're sitting there probably with a little hot toddy yourself.
What?
What's up, Jeff? Beverage? Jeff Norman says, any excuse for an adult beverage.
Messing with you, I'd open a new bottle.
Listen. Cool. Ray says name dropping. Hey, there you go. But I want to see one of them in person because the way the guy was moving that shit around in the video, it was in fact right here. Drone DJ.
It moves the same way as the Osmo Pocket.
I know, but the Osmo Pocket, once you move the screen further than 8 inches from your face, you can't see the screen.
You don't need to see the screen.
You better have it on. You better have it on lock or auto face lock or something.
You don't need to see the screen. You're there.
True.
Plus, they have the setup for you to be able to keep the screen on it.
Oh, now, I know. With the Mimo app and all of that.
Right. If you get this, truthfully speaking, they don't call it a pro. What do they call
Max
that?
Air.
What does DJI call that? It's not the pro. I'll tell you right now. It's, I have no time for this right now, DJI.
What's good, Max Air? Hope all is well.
I'm trying to find it here. It will.
Wayne B. DJI does rock, and I have not put out any footage for the year, and I probably won't for a little while, but I got an 03 unit.
Why won't you put out?
03, she's in. I just have some tweaking to do, and I'm probably going to do a test flight. Actually, you see this antenna? I'm replacing that antenna. As soon as the antenna comes in the mail, I'm putting the antenna back here on the purple, on the rear antenna, as opposed to it being on the arm here. I'm moving it up here. But yes, this, I'm using an Armaton frame, which is supposed to be an unbreakable frame, to learn freestyle. And I'm going to do it with a DJI camera. I'm going to try. We may take it out the first time and smash it.
Get the creator combo.
The creator combo?
Yeah, I would get the creator combo. Why? It comes in a little bit more than...
You listening, Cool Vic?
Then it comes in a little bit more than what you would pay for the bigger gimbal.
Yeah.
At $698.
Okay.
But you get the DJI microphones, included in this. With the whole charging case.
Yeah. See, that's hot.
And those,
we use those DJI mics. Remember?
Honestly,
thanks to Barkley.
I'm thinking about buying those mics. Listen, I
I
like the
know.
mics that I have.
I know. I know. I like
They
the ones we
they
have
they
too.
work,
I have two. You got
but
two.
the DJI mics I think are just a little bit more clearer.
A little bit, dude. I heard your video from
They're,
Hey Stevie. I heard your
they're a
video,
little
the
more
audio on
clearer.
your
Hey
video.
Stevie,
I could tell it was clean. Those
they're
DJI
cleaner. They're a little
mics are
cleaner,
real
man.
good.
They're cleaner. What the range is, I'm not sure.
Right.
You know, because the range on the ones that I have, we use
Yeah,
are pretty
Tony
good.
owns it too. Tony owns that mic kit too. But Barkley let us use ours, use his on the
Yeah,
day after
and
Chris, the day after, what was it? Day after
day after
Christmas
Christmas.
meetup.
Day after
Yeah,
Christmas.
day after Christmas meetup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the creator
Scotty.
the creator combo comes with
Yeah.
those microphones. You get two microphones, a transmitter. You get two of the mics with the afro, and you
Mm-hmm.
get,
With the
you get a
little rat
couple.
tail or rabbit tail, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, yeah. You got a couple of things that deal with. You get the whole microphone set and and those little mobile phone connectors, like the ones that you have on the Osmo Pocket.
Yes.
Yeah, to be able to the Type C connectors to
Mm-hmm.
be able to connect it. So yeah, they got a nice little setup. A nice little setup. This picture that they have on their website on the DJI store
Yeah.
is actually in Bridge Park, Brooklyn Bridge Park.
Okay.
Yeah. But getting back to what we're doing here, um, you know, there's a few things that's been going on, Lawrence, and one of the things we mentioned earlier in the stream was what CES.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a few things kicked off at CES from what I'm hearing. Like I told you, I was interested in seeing what Lumix had, and I kind of had a feeling that there was going to be no DJI um, at the event. So in the drone world, I guess there was no one else for us to look forward to seeing. But I'm quite sure that there was some things there that I didn't get to see. But what happened? Tony CES sucked. Yeah, because I guess you were all consumed out on products, and nothing special happened within the last few years except for the computer people are still in our pockets with the next generation of stuff that came
Yeah.
out. But I was looking and I had run across a few videos on what was happening down there at CES, and Mr. Dobo and a few people were down there, and what happened at CES? AUTEL happened at CES.
Yeah, pretty much.
AUTEL, AUTEL happened at CES. Where do I start? Well, from what I was looking at there, they dropped this what they came with this the EVO Max 4T.
Yep.
Ooh, and what does that have going on with it? I saw they had a whole thing with what's also with the dragon what do they call that thing
The
there?
dragonfish.
Yeah, whatever the name of that thing is, and they had the whole
That's
nest
that fixed
system.
wing. Yeah.
Yeah. They had some stuff going on there. And they introduced what most people who thought there was no market for with their nest system for it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's your drone in a box feature.
Yep.
This drone is geared more towards people, so say your first responders, people who work in search and rescue, you know, firefighters and stuff like that. Why I say this? Because from what I understand from checking out this drone and what they were talking about it's quick to deploy, it's quick deployment on this drone. What else?
One
It's
of the fastest drone
it's
deployments
I
I've heard to date.
it's IP 43 weather rated. And you're talking about in your what we talk about obstacle avoidance. What do they say here?
720
They're
degree.
calling. Can I finish? They're calling it binocular vision system with millimeter wave radar technology. Now, they were mentioning that, like, drones have issues seeing at night and stuff like that, and in dark areas. Well, this is supposed to help them in those dark areas and stuff like that. That radar technology. It has what they call it, autonomous path finding. And this was one that I thought was interesting: anti-jamming, anti-interference for, I guess, flying in areas like city environments, where areas where there's a lot of noise that could interfere with signal. This is going back to the first story that we talked about. This here can navigate through areas that are GPS denied. Now, I don't know if anyone knows how important that is, but if you have to work in search and rescue, or you have to any area issues, one of the things that I know from when I got my Part 107, I was made aware of how to look up certain things, and I didn't know that they actually put out reports where there are areas where GPS is out. So with that being said, something like this would be able to operate, and they'd be able to use this thing in that area and not smash it up or have a problem with taking off or anything like that. So I really like this drone from what I was looking at. You're talking about they have a mesh network. You're talking about drones communicating with one
Swarming.
another. Not so much of a swarm, but actually being able to communicate with other drones in your operation in your system. You understand what I'm saying too? So they can actually communicate, because they work with what they call a mobile awareness kit. It's all part of their mesh unit or their mesh system. So everyone in the team, it's a little screen thing. Everyone in their team, in your team, is aware of what's happening with the operation at the time. So even if you had multiple drones up, that awareness screen, guys on the ground know what's going on. We talked about this with some applications that they have for other drones, for being able to do these things, and they're able to communicate through everyone in the team. What else we got going on here? You're talking about they have mission-ready payloads, as they call them. And from what I understand, that they will be able to interchange those cameras. You have a wide angle, you have a zoom camera there, and you have a thermal camera, and also a laser rangefinder. With 160 time maximum hybrid zoom, 8K resolution, and you're talking about hypersensitive AI included into this drone. This AUTEL, this enterprise drone, I mean, I like it. Great idea for AUTEL to come out with something like this. It's ideal for people who are working, like I said, that are doing 3D mapping. They say this drone oblique photography, vertical scanning, 42-minute flight time with hot swappable batteries. Check that out. 42-minute flight time with hot swappable batteries.
No more having to shut down the radio and the drone, land, pull out the battery, put in another battery, and take off.
Well, you never had to shut the radio down.
Well, yeah, still.
They're hot swappable, and they're what is it, 8,070 milliamps on this battery. Wow, nice little battery.
A little bit of horsepower.
You got 23 meters per second maximum flight time or flight speed. What am I saying? Flight speed. Your transmission range is 12.4 miles. Not bad, not bad, not bad. So like I said, firefighting, mapping, public safety, any one of them is great. What I love about this thing is the smart controller.
Yeah,
Oh
everyone's
my
seen.
God. It has a 7.9-inch screen with 2,000 nits of brightness. Whoa. What is this? 2048 by 1536 resolution.
I don't think it's that much, John, but it's going to be expensive.
58 100 milliamp battery with a charging time of 120 minutes. Now, no, yeah, charging time 120 minutes. You got 3 hours, right, on this controller with maximum brightness.
Damn.
4.5 hours with half the brightness. I think you can get away with half the brightness.
Probably could. Especially search and rescue if you're looking at infrared or anything like that.
This is also IP rate at what is it? A 43 IP rating.
Yes.
And you have 128 gigs of storage capacity on this controller. Whoa.
Yeah,
that's
good machine.
That's
good machine. I'm
this,
glad to see them.
I haven't had my hands on one. I haven't been in the same room when I'm looking at it on the computer from CES, and looks like it's a little larger than the Mavic 3, but much smaller than the
T30,
the Matrice 30.
Yeah. It definitely looks smaller than the T30. T30 is a real beefy, but AUTEL has always had that cylinder block look to it. You know, it has that elongated body.
It's
rectangular.
Very similar. It's very similar to this.
Yeah,
similar to this. If you look at the the body on it, it's very similar. It's just a little bigger. If you look at the body, on the M30, it's a little bit bigger this way and this way, because normally the Matrice would have sat on bigger legs, but the way they design it so it can sit on the belly like that.
Exactly.
Now what's going on here?
No, I was saying what's up to Barbarian. Angie said she's going to get her glass. Hey, Michael Blades just popped in. Barbarian FPV just popped in. So I was saying what's up to them. You notice you haven't heard me typing on the keyboard because I got rid of my close and play keyboard.
Well, you don't want to bang on the keyboard now that you got the buffer.
All I got is a cushion.
No, I like this drone, and the thing what I like about it is, we've gotten used to flying with what DJI gives us, and I think that's how DJI has been able to keep the price down on a lot of things. They've made it something that is affordable.
Right now, AUTEL is the fastest takeoff.
They're really playing around with the numbers and seeing what the market will bear for consumer-based products. And I think DJI is doing pretty good. But we've gotten used to that screen on that smart controller. But you're talking about 7.9 inch screen.
Yeah, that's pretty big, pretty decent size.
You're fumbling with getting close to double the size of the damn DJI screen. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the screen on there? controller? Is it 4 point something?
Mm-hmm.
Five
What on?
inches
Just about 4 and change,
diagonal?
if
I
that.
don't know. This drone is not a consumer drone. No, but I'm just the only other thing that I didn't see in the specs, and I maybe overlooked it. I don't know if you saw it, but is the camera, is it a mechanical shutter on this camera?
No, they didn't mention nothing about that. They definitely didn't. But I want to point out for those guys, and we know some of these guys who need to get in there and take off and land real quick. To
Mm-hmm.
date, this has the fastest setup and takeoff right now, which is at 15 seconds,
Really?
the
So it
Max
gets
4T.
so
So
their
you could pretty
their
much cut on
system
the controller, cut on
is
the
getting into
drone.
their network and their system, everything in 15 seconds.
Supposedly, according to what they say, yeah.
Okay,
15-second fast takeoff.
okay.
Now, I would like to know what the top speed is of this thing. We already know it's waterproof, um, 10
Well,
times optical zoom, and 160 digital zoom. It's a beefy machine. They didn't put out no toy. And no one seems to want to mention what the price may be, but for what they're offering on that camera,
what
I'm off the top of my head guesstimating $6,000 to about $8,000. Just that's me. That's just me.
well,
I mean, I could be way
well,
off, and I don't
I
see them
mean,
offering.
I kind of see what you're saying, but time will
As
tell.
technology changes, things
Time,
get cheaper too.
yeah, but time will tell. The only problem with what we're looking at, I don't know if you checked out the thermal camera and compared it to the thermal
It's
camera.
not one of the best. It's 640
It,
by 512.
hold on. Well, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. You said what they're going to sell this for? How much?
I say roughly about 6 to 8,000.
Okay. How much is the Mavic? Is the Mavic 3 Enterprise? Because the camera is not much better, if at all.
The Mavic 3 Enterprise, I can tell you right now. Give me a few
So I'm
seconds.
trying to tell you, the camera is the same thermal wise. Pretty much the
So you
same.
say that they're saying, okay, Mavic 3 Enterprise right here at B&H Photo. Hold on.
Always go to DJI's site.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's do that. Let's do
B&H,
that
it could
and
be
go
some.
to
It could be
DJI.
some nonsense going on over there.
Okay. We want to look for.
Should pop up right in the corner, Enterprise. Right up in the right hand corner.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, here it
Top
is.
corner, right hand.
Yeah, the picture. This damn thing was in the way.
Yeah, top right hand corner.
Everything Enterprise here. Bring it down. DJI Enterprise. Basic renew plan. Enterprise. Renew plan. Where's the bird itself? These are all DJI renew plans for the Enterprise editions. Where's the damn bird at? All right,
Be
here.
right on the hold on. Go.
Mavic 3 Enterprise right here.
So I can.
No, that's not it. Those are the refresh plans or whatever the hell. But they about $3,000 to $4,000 roughly.
Go to the store, and it should come up on the screen.
Here's the store. Only thing they pushing is that damn mini they came out with.
Scroll down. You got cameras, drones, all that stuff here.
All right, let's go down. Keep going. The classic. Let's see. Harnesses, FPV, and the FPV stuff comes up because I fly FPV. There's the classic for $15.99. Osmo Action. There's the Ronin. There's the mic set. Care refresh plans. No. See, your DJI is set up a lot different from the way my page is set up. But They say roughly about $3,000 to $4,000.
I'm curious to know why yours has so much problems.
PRI. RICE price. Okay, yeah. Maverick 3 Enterprise, brand spanking new, coming up at 3,600. Roughly
What'd you
here,
find?
right here. From Unique Photo, Adorama has one $3,628 at Adorama. They're affiliated with B&H Photo. And this one comes with a case. Enterprise with Care Basic. So you get a little basic plan there. Includes a $329 value. I guess that's to cover them for a year. That's not too bad. So what are you saying? You're thinking that Max T
I'm not.
is going to
I'm going
cost?
straight to the DJI store. Let's see what I find myself. Because
I'm waiting on a new Immortal T antenna, Scott,
okay,
to come in a couple of days
here we go. The thermal, right? Now
to
that
replace this one.
is nope, that's not the thermal. Thermal right here.
See the antenna's chewed up. I
We're
need a new
talking
Immortal T.
about the thermal for DJI, right? Just the what we getting here? We're getting the drone, a battery, the carry case, the smart controller. All right. Now I know there's a few things with their system that because of their controller, things like that, they could probably ask a couple of dollars more. But for the same thermal spec, right? With this camera here, right? This drone is basically got the same thermal spec. And it's selling for $5,780. $5,780.
Okay.
You know, so I don't know what you think. So you're saying it'll roughly be about $2,000 more?
I'm thinking
Okay.
that, yeah. So I said about six, so roughly about $6,000
Okay.
for that.
I'm just so now it comes down to where is that extra $2,000 coming from? You know, I don't know what's in the box other than what I read here in the information. You know, the camera sensors. You know, the other feature is that you can sell me other payloads that I can put on here. So now that brings this now in between what? You know, so now
Tony says 9,800. They say 9,800
so you're
and
saying,
$1,000
yeah,
for the case.
I heard that. And I heard those numbers before. The thing what I'm getting at, I'm not saying that that's impossible, but now we start looking at like you're now flirting with the Matrice 30 prices. And I get the whole idea of the interchangeable payloads, but the stock payload is no more than what you're pretty much finding on your you know, the Mavic 3 thermal. You might get a little bit of better zoom.
Okay.
But other than that, you got about the same thing, you know. I don't know. What do you think?
They opened up the SDK so anyone can make their payloads. Okay, so supposedly they're supposed to have an interchangeable camera? No?
That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying
think.
to you. That they said that
Yeah.
about okay.
Stock
Everybody,
payload is like 6,000.
everybody asks for this.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody asks for this feature on their drones. Why? Because they saw it on the more expensive drones and they wanted it to trickle down. I'm going to ask this question now of the people who own AUTEL drones. This feature is not a new feature for AUTEL. It's been on their drones.
Mm-hmm.
How many of you bought the other cameras and have changed them out?
I don't know anyone that has.
That's my
Everyone
point.
I know has had the stock camera.
You fly with what you bought it with, right? You're not
Yeah,
buying the
everyone
other
that I
camera
know of has.
because it becomes costly, especially when you start getting into the consumer drone. But we're talking about an enterprise drone, and now you're taking a drone that has, like I said, a thermal unit on it that's about comparable to a drone that sells for a little over $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying to you? And you're going to sell it against a drone that you're saying is going to sell for $9,000 because of the fact that it can do interchangeable payloads. I'm not saying that that's the reason that they're going to sell it for that price.
Tony seems to think that's why they did the SDK, so hopefully there will be. Who knows? We'll never know. All right, JC, have a great
All
evening,
right, I'm
bro.
just like I said to you before. You know, you have a fixed camera on your, and this is where DJI saves money, and they save money on their the customer money. You got a fixed camera on that Matrice 30, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Right, right.
Why? Because the 300, and now we're supposed to be looking at a 350 coming. Those
Mm-hmm.
have interchangeable payloads,
Right.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And those drones sell for more than the 10,000 that you're going to pay for a Matrice 30. I when you get into okay, well, the point what I'm trying to get at is the Matrice 30 camera shits on this the Mavic 3. If I'm not, if I'm
Well, yeah, yeah, definitely. Better
right,
quality,
it's
everything.
better quality camera.
Yeah, yeah.
So with that being said, you're flirting in that area with a camera that, you know, it's like I don't I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious to see the other payloads. I like the drone. Don't get me wrong. I just think you might need to come down a little on that 9,000.
Yeah, Tony says if AUTEL sold the Max with no payload and you had options to choose from third party, that might make it an attractive price.
What, 9,000?
Well, depending on the payload, there's a possibility. You could get that high. Look at the T30. The T30 starts at what? The T30 starts at I think 10,000, and depending on your payload, can go as high as 18,000.
What are you talking about?
He was just saying, if they sold the Max with no payload, and you had an option to choose from third party, it would be more attractive.
If the Max had no payload on it, you're not selling it for friggin' $9,000.
True.
Listen, I don't want to spoil the release of the drone. I'm just saying I like the thing. I'm just curious to know where they're going with the price because of the camera that's on it, right? The camera that's on it for that size of a bird.
Yeah.
Camera that's on it, and it's great for it being in between those. So I'm not knocking the drone at all. The thermal unit, you're talking about, you're in it for $9,000 already, right? Let me see if I can find the specs on the Matrice 30 because
T30. Hold it. I could pull it up.
M30. Okay, M30. Okay, I got it here. The thermal, right? Okay. Overall,
M30 specs.
specs. Okay. The thermal.
Right.
You have the specs for that thermal camera for the retreat for the
For the M30?
no,
I'm
I
trying to.
have that in front of me on the screen.
Oh, so you're saying the specs for the
The
Max.
AUTEL. Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'll pull it up now.
I want to see
What is it? A Max T what? T40?
no the Max T or 4T.
Oh,
As far as
4T
right.
specs. All right, let's
Okay,
pull them up.
backup
AUTEL
camera.
Max. Okay, I got the specs right here on it.
Okay. And the infrared resolution.
What the hell are they doing?
Who?
Oh, there we go. Okay. Here we go. Dimensions. This is actual weight. It max takeoff weight is 4.41
I didn't ask you
pounds.
for that. The thermal resolution.
Okay, let's see if we can find technical specifications. Here we go. Technical specs. What is the thermal? You
Because
said?
that's what the issue is.
Okay, right. Gimbal, control, max, zoom, telephoto, wide camera, thermal. Here we go. Here's the thermal reading. Specs on it. Okay, it's an uncooled VOX microbolometer, whatever the hell that is. 13 millimeter, right?
Uh-huh.
Field of view is 64 degrees, which isn't much. Focus aperture
A
is
little better than DJI on that.
okay. Focus the aperture 1.2. Okay. Now video resolution 640 to 512. Photo size 640 to 512. Infrared temperature measurement 26.6 to 37.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay,
What is
hold
it
on a
on?
second.
What is it on DJI?
Now DJI has what they have super infrared image super resolution mode is
Okay.
1280 by 1024.
So their
Normal,
resolutions.
normal is the same as theirs.
Okay.
Pretty much everything is identical except for the field of view. On here is 61 degrees.
And this
And
is
you have
64.
f 1.0 on the aperture.
Okay, we have a f 1.2
Mm-hmm.
on the aperture. So they're not too far off. I'm sorry, I can't see the chat now, but they're not too far off from each other.
Oh, I can't. I'm just saying to you that Autel is going to have to keep the price somewhere in here because even with your interchangeable payload, I'm still in for $9,000.
Yeah.
You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. That $9,000 is a lot.
That's all I'm saying to you. $9,000. I'm not saying that it's not that they can't get it. I'm just saying that I mean for $9,000.
$9,000 is a lot of money.
Oh yeah. But moving right along, like I said, I like the drone. Shit, I just want to know what's the price on it. I'm not saying I'm gonna run out and get one. I'm just curious to know what they're asking people for. You know, Autel has always talked about the interchangeable payloads. They have it on the EVOs now.
On a few of their drones, but I've
On the
never
EVOs
seen
now, you
anyone
could do it.
change the lens.
When they
I've
came
never.
out with the 3 drones before, they were talking about you could interswap those EVO cameras, and I didn't know anybody that bought them because
But
they
we
were
suggest
expensive.
right, but
The
we
average
suggest
consumer, but for
we
this,
suggest you send it in to us and we'll change it for you. But it is interchangeable.
That's not the point. The point is that you're not going to run out and buy a camera to interchange on your drone. It was a nice idea for the consumer drone, but it's better with this.
Right.
It's better with this. This is where it should be with their enterprise stuff. You know.
Well, let's see. They're trying to get into the world of enterprise work. I'm sure they will make sales. I'm sure people will buy it.
Oh
People,
yeah,
there will be.
like I told you, I like the drone. I like the drone. I like that controller. It's a better screen, bigger screen.
Isn't the M30 like
More stuff going
9,000?
on with it.
Yeah, to
What
start
happened?
without payload. Yes, Tony, it is. Yo, Warren says next month we're going to see an AUTEL box behind Herman.
Nah.
It says, where's Dre when we need information?
I told you the M30 is a fixed camera.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's how you keep the price down.
And DJI is doing it.
That's how you keep the price down. If you need anything more than what you can get with that, you go get your 300, and now they're talking about a 350 coming out.
Yeah, a 350T or something. Yeah.
You remember when DJI announced that? They first had an announcement with that drone in the box thing that we call it, for the M30.
Yeah.
Now this is what well, originally they said that you had to have the one that's designed for the box, but regardless of that, when that came out, people were saying, "Oh, this," they didn't think that there was a market for it, and
true.
It's funny that they say that because there's a company that's been doing that did drone in the box many years before. That's where DJI got the idea from. You know, and this company is being used with what's that, the Florida Power Company? They're using it, but I'm seeing now Percepto, who is the the original drone in the box. Percepto's back in the news.
Right.
Like I said, they are the original autonomous drone in the box solution.
One of the very first.
No, I think they might be the first to do it, to come out with this.
We did do stories way back.
Percepto has been authorized by the Federal Aviation Administration, as you know, the FAA, to conduct highly automated, beyond visual line of sight inspections and monitoring operations at a solar power plant in Texas. You believe that one?
Yeah. Yeah, here's the drone in the box now.
Yeah. Percepto, this is the original drone in the box, and they have been authorized by the FAA to be able to conduct inspections and monitor, and this is what this drone was designed for.
Yeah,
like we said, there is a use case for this drone. This drone, like I said, will fly autonomous missions to inspect this cell plant, the solar plant. It'll inspect it. That's where it comes with the monitoring, and it'll keep to make sure that there's no any vegetation growing on it, to be able to pick that up. It'll be able
like
to
this
pick
solar
up if anything is cracked, if anything
like
is
this
wrong.
solar plant, they just show right here, they show the solar cells that are running cool as opposed to everyone else that's hot. So to be able to spot these things without a human going out there, hell, they've been doing it for years, like you said, pretty much.
Well, the approval allows them to extend up to 200 feet of AGL, and that's twice the altitude of any other permitted approval to fly autonomous beyond visual line of sight flight operations in the United States. And the approval will give them the operational flexibility to be able to, like I said, monitor large area and structure. I don't know, that's quite interesting. They can actually map some of these places too, and be able to compare later on, some of the, and see if there's any changes in like the area. Vegetation might be growing out there. Who knows? They probably have guys that go out there and mow the lawn and trim trees and stuff out there.
Pretty sure they do.
Perceptos, they claim that their advanced technology is what enables their autonomous detect and avoid cycle to be able to operate without the usage of a spotter or a pilot. You can program these missions into their system. The drone will deploy at that same time every time to monitor the area, or it can be set to deploy in case of breach of area. It can be, you can set up missions for it to do just about anything. It's all beyond visual line of sight, and the drone will fly about 200 feet in the air. What do you think?
Hey, listen, they've been doing it for a couple of years now, a few years. They're drone in a box for security, perimeter security, mapping, infrastructure. They've been doing it all. So I'm pretty sure once they see it being done in Texas on a large scale, more companies here in the States will take them on. They're already established elsewhere.
That's using it, right? Florida Power and Light. Yeah.
So from there, from Florida to Texas, and
that it was being used in Florida. I know that's one of the companies that was using it as we speak. They're not using it here.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
New York has to get the stick out first.
Can an autonomous operated drone spy on a Karen on its own? Once you identify her as a Karen, yes.
I guess it could if you...
If you identify her as Karen, put up a box on the corner when she leaves her house, alarm goes off, it takes off and follows her.
She's going to call the police.
That's okay. The police are already on their way because it's a Karen.
She's going to call the police.
That
drone is following her. Imagine that.
And then when the police get there, go back to the box.
Speaking, I don't see why not, because the police right now have software that is capable. If I gave them a description, blue jeans, red jacket, blue shirt, white sneakers, they can put those in that description in the computer, and the street cameras in that area and where you were seen would only pick up people wearing those clothes of that description.
Right.
So now they can decipher, okay, well, there's one guy running down the street now.
Fitting that description.
Or there's one guy who thinks he's walking in the crowd, but he's walking by himself on our cameras.
Because that's all the drone to see.
Well, yeah, so now once you pinpoint that, like you said, identify that to be a Karen, yeah, the drone will follow Karen. If it's,
don't give them any ideas,
autonomous, if it's autonomous now, if you wanted to do it on your own, yeah, you could draw the box around it and put it in active tracking.
That's true too.
There you go. Imagine that.
He said knock off Yeezys. Karen with the knockoff Yeezys. You could identify the knockoffs.
Oh, where did that come from?
Warren, his crazy ass. Follow the Karen with the knockoff Yeezys. Could you imagine? You okay there, man?
How does the camera know they knockoffs?
The drone. The drone can identify real between unreal. Who knows? The way the cameras are getting, it'll zoom in and see that stitch that's this way instead of that way. Knockoffs.
So you said, I'll say, and I give a description of the guy wearing a pair of blue Yeezys, and the camera would only see barefoot people running around because they fake.
That would be funny, right? They would only see the knockoffs. Everyone else would just have a blip around their feet. Hey, you don't know. You don't know where this could go. The way people are zooming in with these Mavic 3s and stuff, I wonder sometimes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, neither do I. TJ Giggles, what's up, man? Hope all is well.
The zoom on the Mavic 3 is dangerous, bro.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous. You can see quite a distance with it. That's not.
I'm sure it was her until her eyes blinked sideways. Yeah.
That's not for the right. That's not for the wrong-minded person to have.
It's true. It's true. But so far, we've seen nothing but good being done.
With the Mavic 3?
Yeah.
Really?
A lot of good shit. A lot of good shit.
I want to hear. Name one.
A lot of good creative work. Pictures, nice pictures, hyperlapse. I'm not saying nothing else. I'm not saying nothing else.
No, because I've used the Zoom, right? And when we were downtown over there by the train yard.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm the kind of guy like this. When I can see into your refrigerator with the Zoom, I'm going to turn the drone around.
Yeah. Yeah. And you don't have to zoom much. Because you can see that with the Air 2S. You rise up on a skyscraper.
Right.
When we were fat guy, you remember that day we were in Greenpoint. There was some fat guy on the terrace in his shorts. He was the only one. I'm rising up. He's about the 18th floor up. The fat guy with his belly out in shorts sitting on his terrace. I wasn't looking for him, but I saw him in the footage when I got home.
With his belly out.
Yeah, when I got home, I was like, oh, I didn't even see dude up there.
I know that there's some people up there on that, I don't know what floor that is, but near the top of the building where it starts to get smaller.
Yeah.
They have a huge, like 80-inch screen in there.
I could imagine. You could imagine.
Yo, it's huge.
Fortunately, these cameras are getting better. The drones are getting better. You can take some phenomenal shots now. So I haven't seen too many people.
I hope no one from the lower floors in this building is listening. But he's got a huge screen up there.
Right? Right? Your neighbor in Greenpoint. There's a neighbor in Greenpoint with an 85-inch on the wall, about 30 stories up. Somewhere.
There's no fire escapes for them to walk up there to see.
Yeah, exactly.
How'd you see it?
What do you mean? Huh?
I looked out my window.
Right, of course. I was flying by in the blinding light.
That was the day, I realized that day when we were over there. And when I put the drone up, I was like, whoa, this is not good. You can see right into these people's apartment. They're making these things bad. I turned away after so you could see what he's watching on the screen.
Oh, see, you already started. Phantom Flight 101, you seem to know more than you need to know about other people's TVs. That's Warren. If you don't have to zoom, you can always post edit.
The drone zoom. See, what I was doing was I was exploring with the camera. You zoom in, right? And then you take off, makes the building look like it's right up on you.
Right.
And you got trees and stuff. When you go up, try it one day.
It's a Hollywood.
Like you
It's a Hollywood
put
reveal.
the drone like on the ground, like on an average corner. Does
And
just an
zoom
average
in
corner. Then you zoom in and
and take off.
then take off. Things look a little different. But when
It's a
you get
good.
up
It's a great
higher,
reveal. It's a
when you get up
Hollywood reveal.
higher, things look, close.
Closer. Closer.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
And I didn't stand there and watch the show with him. I mean,
Could you imagine?
turn the camera.
Honey, can you change the battery on the drone outside? Hot swappable. Could you imagine? 18 stories up. He'd get up and pull out an AUTEL battery. The guy land, plug it back in, he'd go back to hovering.
Just to watch TV?
Karen goes to the refrigerator so much the neighbors think she has a strobe light in her kitchen. Wow. They need to build a partner.
That's wrong. That's very mean, very cruel. But Lawrence, you know what I did want to talk about? Back to CES.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Ohio-based RYSE Aero Technologies demonstrated their RECON ultralight eVTOL vehicle at the 2023
CES.
Consumer Electric Show.
Yes.
Electronic Show in Las Vegas. Now, this RECON, it is classified under FAR Part 103. The RECON is an all-electric aircraft operating as an ultralight air vehicle. Whoa. In the last 4 months since they've they had the first manned flight with the RECON. The RECON has been doing public flights and demonstrations at numerous of what they call them, agricultural and farming expos, I guess, where they can't kill anyone with this damn thing.
Right. It comes down in the field, they're okay.
Right. Yeah. So what is this here? I guess from what I've read that those who visited the RYSE booth inside and outside of the venue at CES, well, they got the opportunity to learn about the RECON's future enhancements.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds good. What I thought was interesting about this thing here was what they called it, the simplified vehicle operations system. It ensures for a easier learning curve for the operator. So I guess it helps. I guess it's dummy proof, they say. I want to believe.
They claim anybody can fly it, even someone who's not certified to fly it.
Well, you
but
don't
no
have
children
to be because it's an ultralight.
Yes, but no children,
Now,
definitely.
What they have though is they have distribute electric propulsion. They claim ensures vehicle safety and reliability. And the redundant artificial intelligence system. They also got to learn about the enhanced battery capacity on this thing. So what I thought was interesting about it, and this was one that like this is I don't like the vehicle because the technology, you see what you see, right? And it's like it's just I don't know, this ultralight vehicle, you know, it's run by 6 4K V 52 pier pole water resistant motors.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna tell you right now, you see if there's any problems, you see how that thing is designed. I don't know if you can bring it back up or not.
Props.
That
Props.
thing will kill you.
Yes. Yes. Yes, it will. The props
That
are
thing will, that thing
all I
will
can
kill you.
all I can I'm pulling it, I'm gonna pull it back up. All I can say is if the props hit the ground and bounce back up towards you, you're in trouble. Plain and simple. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're in trouble. Hold on. There it is. I just had to get past the commercial. It's I'm not gonna lie. It looks interesting. What I get in it are two different things. Okay.
But I won't fit in it.
It looks like you said right here. Hold on. I'm
The
gonna pull the
battery,
props up. I'm gonna pull it up.
well, Lawrence, the battery is what controls or powers these 6 motors. And the motor's sitting like a quasi kind of.
Okay, well, the motors are at chest height. So anything that breaks off and flies through this back seat or in that direction is around heart, lung, spine area. That's all I'm gonna say.
You better hope it hit you with the flat.
Right, because if it's on an angle like these props are, okay, all right. Now that I see them right here, I paused it. They're more about the stomach area, right here, stomach elbow area. See, that's not good. You lose an arm and a gut.
Listen, I don't like it. The propeller's nothing. It's not. There's nothing to stop them. Anything can fly in there. Anything is possible, man. I listen. I don't know. What's the chances? I mean, if it crashes anyway like that, I think you're gonna be hurt anyway.
Pretty much. That's what they wanted for agriculture. If you crash, you destroy a few crops.
Well, no, that's what they've been doing. No, that's what they've been doing their test runs and stuff like that with.
Right. You crash, you destroy a few crops. But you see what he just did right here? To show that it's idiot proof, he took his hands off the controller right there. Most eVTOLs and crafts like that are more of a helicopter-based system where the left hand is your lift, like FPV, and the right hand is your pitch and roll.
Mode 2? Now, let me
ask you. Exactly, mode 2. A lot of the eVTOLs, personal eVTOls use mode 2.
Let me ask you this. In the last 6 years, I still hear the talk about what if when it comes to the drones that we fly.
Yeah.
What if?
Right.
What if that propeller flies off? We don't know where it's going to go. It slides up, bang, right in his face. That thing needs a cage, man.
I agree. I agree because there's listen, he's a braver man than I am.
Nah, I ain't getting on that.
He's a braver man than I am. Now something like this, hold it.
Lawrence, well, let's tell you one other thing about this thing here. Like I said, the battery on it, right, runs those 6 motors. It is capable of getting the 200-pound payload, 250-pound payload up to 55 knots. And that battery can be removed for replacement or recharging.
Yo, I just saw something Warren put. Instant death might be preferable to lingering in a hospital for months. Hey, Travel Tech.
It beats it anytime.
It does, but this I would get in because you at least have a
Especially if you're
roll
not going to get
cage.
much better.
But Herman, this I would get in. The Jetson one, you have a roll cage. You have a
Uh-huh.
little bit more protection. You're sunken down in the seat. I
Mhm.
mean, your options, okay, it has about the same amount of props, but the fact that it has a rolled bar and you can get in the thing and all right, he lands upside down, rolled bar is not going to crush him. That one that we were just looking at will crush him. Plain and
Okay.
simple. But I just thought I'd point that
You
out.
should get one.
Listen,
I
if
can
I
see
got
you.
anything, it would probably be something like a Jetson one.
If I got anything, it'd
I
be a
hit Mega Millions,
motorcycle.
I'd get a Jetson
I
one.
haven't gotten a motorcycle yet. Let me get that first.
I used to own one, so that's okay.
Let me get the motorcycle first before I do something that stupid.
Travel Tech, you're right. If the propeller came off, it might leave a small mark.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little something. But
Just a little
Herman,
bit.
it's that time.
Is it? I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying on. Hell with that. Going all night. I got booze. I got food in the kitchen. Going all night.
Listen, you'll be by your
24
damn self.
hours. Nah, I got the guys watching.
The
Yeah.
solution, don't crash, easy peasy. Right.
See, it's not about crashing. It's the what if. It's about what if. Everybody wants to get up in the air faster, right?
Hitmar L.
Everybody wants to get up in the air faster, right?
Mhm.
The faster you get up in the air, the least amount of time you spend on your checklist.
Would you get on this?
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Would you get on this?
No. Not even if it came with the boat.
Stop, man. I gotta piss. Don't make me
No,
laugh.
but seriously, the quicker you get up in the air, the least amount of time you spend on your checklist.
True.
So having to get up faster and faster and faster and faster, what about that screw that got a little slack that you didn't check the last 2 times?
It's that much looser.
Now that time now it comes off. And with that, everyone, I will see you guys next week, Wednesday. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us. We appreciate you all. Lawrence, is there anything you want to say to everyone?
No, that's it. That's it, man. More live streams coming on. There's one on now. There's live streams all night. I'll probably pop in and out. I need to run to the bathroom.
Well, with that, I just want to say, everyone, we'll see you next week. And Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys. Good night, everyone. Bleep, bleep, bleep. That's all.
Everyone wants to go to heaven, but no one wants to go today.
Nah, not today.